Welcome back. After my disastrous performance in the most recent Rapid game, if you watched my last video, it was embarrassing. I almost didn't post it, but just to keep myself honest, I did. After that, I think I need to work on some puzzles on chess.com rather than play an actual live rated game. What I've done here is gone back to puzzles. If you remember from my last two puzzle videos, I have reset my puzzle rating, so these shouldn't be that difficult, but I've clearly been missing some very obvious things, so things might be that difficult. I have to be careful because I usually don't look at this first, but my opponent does have mate right here if I'm not careful. I saw that first. So let's go back to the checklist, which is checking for checks, captures, and threats. I do have a check here. It looks like the best one. Or that's not my only check. I have this check, but that does not look good because they could take. And if they did take, I could check again, but then they could take there too. And that would be it, I think. And this check, I think they would just take, and then I don't have a follow-up. What follow-ups do I have here? They would only have one legal move, correct? I think that's it. And then I could check down there, and then they could escape this way. Then I could check over here, and then would that be mate? No, because, yeah, my queen would be guarding that. Is this a mate in 3? Check. They can't go here and here. They don't have any pieces that can block that check. They don't have any pieces that can capture my queen on that square. So they would only have one legal move. And I could check again with the queen, but I don't think that's it. I think I need to check with the bishop, which would cover this square. And since my pawn is covering that square, they would only have one legal move. And then I think checking there with my queen would be mate because my pawn covers this square and my queen would be covering those two. Probably shouldn't have taken me that long to find it, but I'm going to try it. It was that, then it's probably this, and then it's probably this. Oh, and I solved it fast enough to get 8 points. All right. And keep in mind where it says I have 50 in a row. That is since I reset my puzzle rating, and all of these have been low-rated puzzles. So even then, that's still pretty good for me. Last time I reset my puzzle rating, I didn't get 50 in a row, I'm pretty sure. Let's keep going. Okay, this is not a simple checkmate, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Okay, we will remember, I'll try to keep in mind that in endgame puzzles are a little bit different. I can't use the same checklist as before. I mean, I can, but I can easily dismiss checks because I don't have any pieces, so I can't check right now. And because I don't have any captures, because of where my pawns are, and I mean, actually I do have a capture, so maybe I should consider that. Let's go ahead and consider that. If I capture their bishop, what's my opponent going to do? I don't know, but I assume they would capture this pawn. And then I would capture this pawn. Okay, if I capture here, I mean, they wouldn't move that pawn, right? Because then I would take it and I would have a passed pawn protected by my king. So I think they would take this pawn. And then I probably would take that one because neither one of those can move forward. None of those pawns can move forward if I leave my rear pawns where they are. All those squares are protected, right? So that's probably the answer here. But this is my closest pawn. If I can't move to protect it, right? Because then we'll just get a repetition. And I can't take this pawn. That's probably why they moved the bishop there, was to keep me from taking that pawn, but that doesn't make any sense. Maybe they didn't have any other choice. I'm assuming... No! Oh, that's frustrating. I know you can't see my hand because it's not on video, and I'm positive I didn't click the left mouse button, but I must have. I thought I was clicking this way, but I have no proof of that. Oh, that's frustrating. I clearly didn't mean to move there, but oh well. All right, let's retry this. I'm guessing they had to do that because I'm not going to click anything, because I had just moved my king to e6 to attack that rear pawn. In any other move they made, I would have taken that pawn. But if I capture their bishop on e7 and they capture my pawn on c6, and then I take their pawn on f6, do they come for my a pawn so they can get their most advanced pawn down? Is that what the plan is here? If they do, they take, and I take the f6 pawn. They could come this way. That's probably what they'll do, right? They'll move their king to d5 to protect their e5 pawn. And then what do? I head over to get the h pawn. But then, oh, they can't come to e4 because my pawn's guarding that. So they can't get to my rear pawn here. I do need to come up with a separate checklist for endgame puzzles, which is one thing that I was about to say before I accidentally failed this one by not intending to move and just continuing to talk. But anyway, I don't know what'll be on that checklist, but I do know that a lot of it's about elimination. I can't move my c pawn. The king's in front of it. I don't want to move my f, g, or a pawns because currently they're guarding the squares where their pawns need to go. Again, not clicking on anything. If I play a3 or a4, they just scoot their b pawn past mine to b3 and then they're on their way to promotion. If I move my f pawn to f4, they scoot their e pawn past it and I can't catch it. If I move my g pawn, they can take either way. I don't know which one they would take with. And then they have 3 connected pawns. So to me, that leaves a king move, and the only king move that makes sense, and now I am going to click, I'm going to right click, is taking this bishop. It probably should have been obvious from the beginning, but that's what I'm going to play. Since I've already failed a puzzle, I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, well, oh, I did not expect that. Well, then I should capture here and get a passed pawn. Because if I don't, like if I go with my earlier plan of taking their F pawn, they're going to take here. And then when I take back, they have this passed pawn. But wait, no, then I could take it. Wait, can I click on an empty square to get rid of those arrows? Oh, please, nope. Please don't make this move a piece. Okay, if I take this pawn now, they take my G pawn. I take back. Yeah, then they march that one forward and I can't catch it. Okay, I think I have to take the H pawn. Oh, no, right? Well, should I go after these pawns? No, because if I do, they play here, and then if I take that, they have this. I think I just move the H pawn forward and I win this race, I think. Let's see. If I play here, they play there. I play here, they play there. I promote. Yeah, okay. Oh, that was it. Wow. Well, I think I would have figured that out. So now my streak is over, but this time it was through no fault of my own. I mean, it probably was through my own fault of clicking the wrong thing, but it wasn't for me not understanding the puzzle. At least I got the puzzle. Wow, it has not been a couple of great weeks for me, chess related, except for these puzzle videos until now, which now, yeah, I'm not in a good chess mood. What do you guys do when you're not in a good chess mood? Do you take a break? Like a couple of days off of it? I've had a couple of days off because I had other things happening in my life. I had to do real life stuff instead of this. And it seems like it's made me worse. I'm out of practice and I'm not in the right headspace, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try. Next. Okay, I am playing with the black pieces. That's checkmate in one. Is it going to be the thing where it gives me an easy puzzle because I just failed one? Sorry, I'm going to click on a spot over here to get rid of the arrow. Hopefully that works. Okay, I think that's checkmate in one because my queen would hit all those squares. My king's covering that square. My queen's covering this square, and they can't take me down there. Okay, it was an easy checkmate in one puzzle. Wait, battery? No, there's no battery at all. So thumbs down to that. There's no bishop pair. There is a mate in one, yes. Pin? No, nothing's pinned. I mean, that pawn's pinned, but it can only go forward. It can't get out of the pin, so that it doesn't matter. So no, and rook's on the 7th. There's no rooks. Who put these themes on here? Good grief. This one only has a pass rate of 38%. Oh my. Next. They have forked my bishop and my knight, but I have a mate in one right there. So yeah, it felt bad for me that I missed the puzzle, so I'm going to checkmate in one right now. 2 in a row. Yeah, good for me. Theme was passed pawns. Oh my goodness. No. Oh, you can see that. Oh, I like that though. Okay. That made me feel a little bit better that you can see I almost said drop down menu, but this one dropped up. All right, mate in one and thumbs down to the passed pawns theme. Black. Okay, I'm playing with the black pieces. I can move this knight and it's check. Should I move it here? Again, trying to click on a piece where I can't. I'm gonna click on a square where I can't move a piece so that, okay, right here, to get rid of the arrows. All right, I think that's what happened before. I was trying to get rid of the arrows and I clicked on an empty square, but I had accidentally selected my king and it went there. Maybe that's what happened. But yeah, anywhere I move this knight is check. If I move it here, they come up to get out of check and then I take their queen. Is that the answer? Is there a mate? That's the thing. Is there a mate? Again, safe square. Okay, if I check and they move up, I could check again, but then their pawn can take. I could take the bishop at that point and it would be check, but then they could take my knight and I wouldn't have a good follow-up. So I think it's winning the queen. Okay, I'm doing it. Oh, they did come up. Oh, right. Right, I can take the bishop and that's another check. I can check again here, but their pawn captures. I could check again down there, but that seems really bad. I'm taking the queen. Oh, there's more. Okay, they've checked me. Well, I have to get out of check because I can't capture the piece. There's only one legal move. So why did the puzzle keep going? That's forced. Okay. That's bad puzzle design. Sorry, I am in a little bit of a bad mood after failing the puzzle for for the misclick, but that's not a move you have to figure out. That was the only legal move in that position. The puzzle should not have gone that one more move. Okay, next. Sometimes I think the puzzle should go another 2 moves further, but that one definitely should not have continued. All right, I am playing with the white pieces. I have a check here, but that's not mate because the king can get out. Okay, wait, where's a safe square I can't move any pieces to? Here? Let me click that square to get rid of the arrows. If I check with my queen on g5, their king escapes to g7. But if I check with my bishop on g5, the king has no escape, and that's mate in one. Is it not? This one better have a high pass rate. Pretty sure that's mate, because they can't capture anything here, right? Oh, and it took me so long, I only got 5 points. It does, It has a low pass rate of 33%. What? Okay, next puzzle. Okay, I do have checks in this position. I can put my queen on d7, but I think they would just take it, and that's not good. All I would get out of that maybe is this pawn. Oh, I can just click on a piece. Okay, right-clicking. Can check on d6, however, protected by my pawn, and they only have one. No, that's mate. That's mate in one, isn't it? They don't have any pieces guarding d6, and my queen will cut off all of these. My pawn's protecting the queen. My queen's cutting off those, and the knight's hitting that. Okay, that one has a higher pass rate. All right. Suggest theme. I will suggest a mate in one. They have attacked my queen. However, I also have a mate in one here. Pretty sure, because I'm not in check, right? I always check that because I have made a move in a puzzle before and it wouldn't let me because I was in check. So I'm not going to do that here. I'm checking first. I'm not in check. All right. Well, that's good. But my bishop's guarding that square. My queen's guarding that square. And my pawn would be hitting that. That's mate. Okay. Suggest theme. Mate in one. Next. Ooh, endgame puzzle. Okay, I do have checks because I have a major piece on the board, so I should look at that first. That's the only good check, I think. Oh, no, I'm playing with the black pieces. What? Wow. I should have known that because the white king just moved. I'm playing with the black pieces, but okay, that's just weird. The black pieces are way over here. Okay, wow. Well, what I was going to suggest as playing with the white pieces was checking here, and I thought maybe they would block. I would take, and I'm very close to promotion. But instead, no, these pawns are going this way, and that pawn's very close to promotion. So I should put this rook here, threatening their rook, protected by my king. Oh, and then they advance. But then I could promote if they didn't take. If they took, and I took, and they advanced, then I would promote. I think it makes sense to put my rook over there. Let's see, what can they do? Again, if they advance their g pawn, I promote with my a pawn. But then they could promote, and I'd be in check. Oh. Well, then maybe when they advance that pawn, I would take their rook and put them in check, and then I would promote. What else is there? Because it's not promoting now. I'm pretty sure of that. If I promote now, they're going to take it with their rook. I have to protect my passed pawn, so I'm going to play rook to a4. Oh, it was that. Well, now I have to take it. And now I won't be in check when they promote. So I promote first. Oh, they promoted. Oh, wow. Okay. It's got to be queen to g1, right? It has to be. Oh, the theme was simple. Okay. I'm going to put passed pawns. For once there wasn't passed pawns already there. I'm also going to add promotion. And is there an end game? End game tactics? Was this a tactic? I'm going to say end game tactics. All right. Yeah, now I'm a little bit gun shy about using the arrows. So maybe that'll help me to name the squares. But since I'm playing with the black pieces, I have to remember that the squares start over here at the lower right, A8. Well, so technically they start at the upper right. A1 is up there. Yeah, see, that's the hard part, I think, for me to memorizing the names of the squares, is that I'm not memorizing 64 names. I'm memorizing 128 names because I have to memorize them from black's perspective and then from white's. Or the other way around, except I think I got blacks first. But I am playing with the black pieces, okay. I have some checks. I can put my rook on c3 and check their king, and it has to move to h4, where I can then check on g4, and then it has to move up one, and then I take their h-pawn, and that's mate, I think. Like so. I mean, I don't know why I said take their h-pawn. That's because my rook was still down there on c2, but this is mate, I'm pretty sure. Okay, mate in 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think that was 3. Next. Oh, goodness. Well, I think I should take their rook, and then they'll take my rook. And then I'll put my king here, and then I don't know what they'll do. Maybe push their pawn, but either way, I'm coming there. And let me count this out, though. Okay, if I take this, they kind of have to take back, right? Otherwise, if they just got out of check, I would take their pawn right then. So they're going to take back. I'm going to play here. They're going to have to come back to c3. I'm going to come to this pawn. They're going to go to d3, and I'm going to take the pawn. I think. Oh, they did. All right. Oh, I'm going to take the other one now, right? I'm surprised it kept going, but now I have a doubt. In a game, I would just take this without thinking, but now that because it's a puzzle, and I know there's only one correct move, maybe it's not taking. If I take and they come here, then I go there, they get in front, push the pawn, and they go over there. Oh, wow, can they draw this if I take? Yeah, do I need to get here now? Because then they come here, But my pawn can't advance until I take it. Oh my. But if they get in front, can't they force the draw? No, they can't because okay, I think I take. Let's do this again. I take. They try to get in front of it. I move forward. They get in front of me. I push my pawn behind my king. And then they only have 2 legal moves. And whichever one they go to, I go to the other one, right? Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, see, I thought it was a trick since it kept going, but it had to be that. That's what I thought. It was not simple. All right. Again, we did have passed pawns, and the theme, I wouldn't say promotion, although that is the goal of this position, and I am also going to say end game tactics. All right. Next. This is a mate in 1, right? I'm playing with the black pieces? How is that not mate in 1? Pretty sure that's mate in 1. Oh, 17 points. I didn't know you could get 17 points for a puzzle. Is that what happens when you're fast at puzzles? I think I've seen 16 a couple of times, and I know I've gotten 15 a few times, but 17, I mean, maybe I have and I just don't remember it. I didn't know you could get 17 points for a puzzle. This one has a really high pass rate, and the rating is pending. You can't see that behind my camera view, but I'm guessing it will have a low rating once it gets done because it's such a high pass rate. Okay, I have enough time for a few more. Well, 5 more if they're that easy. Mate in 2, isn't it? I'm playing with the white pieces. They don't have anything guarding e7, and they're only 1 legal move, and then that's mate. Pretty sure. Fingers crossed. Okay, 16. All right. Mate in 2. Okay. Well, that one was rated 1201 and only has a pass rate of 56%. Next puzzle. Let's see. I have multiple checks. That one, and well, I mean, this one's bad, right? Oh, I have this check too. Okay, so I have at least 3 checks on the board. Actually, well, I mean, more with the queen, but those are also bad. I think it has to be the rook check on b3 because my queen's cutting off the spaces in front of their king, and it would only have 2 legal moves. And then either way, that should be mate because they don't have anything guarding that square. I don't think they have anything guarding b3 either, and I'm pretty sure my rook's not pinned, and I'm not in check, and they can't block that check. Pretty sure. Then this is mate. Again, 99.9% sure. Not themed. Mate in 2, wasn't it? Okay, I'm not in check, but I'm about to be seriously in trouble over there. I do have a couple of checks here. Well, again, I have multiple checks with the queen, but I think that one's bad because the king will capture it, and I don't have a follow-up. I think that one's bad because the pawn will capture it on b6, and that's bad. I can check on b5, but I think their bishop would take there, and I can check on b4, which I think is the answer. If I check on b4, they have 3 legal moves. No, sorry, 2 legal moves. No, again, 3 legal moves. Both of those, I would then put my queen on b7, and that's mate. The other legal move would be to block with the bishop, in which case I would just take it. So I'm pretty sure it's this. Oh, they did block with the bishop. Well, then I'll take it and then go there, and that's mate. Okay, mate in 1, 2, 3, including taking the bishop. Okay, and I have time for 1 more, and then I have to wrap this up. Okay, wow. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have to take that pawn, right? Because if I don't, they're going to take mine. My only legal moves in this position are to move my king away from my pawn, in which case they can take it with their king or their pawn, or to take. Those are my only 5 legal moves because their pawn's cutting off that and their king's cutting off this. So it has to be taking the pawn. The question then is, after I take the pawn, they can't catch it. If they go after it, I just run away from their king. So I assume what they're going to do next is move forward and put me in check, and then I'll have to go down, and then they'll put me in check again, and then I'll get in front of it. But what if they don't put me in check again? What if I take and they put me in check and I come down and they move their king down, then I advance my pawn, then they advance their pawn and put me in check, and then they're guarding their pawn all the way to promotion. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't move down then. Maybe when they take the vacated square, maybe I should go up then. And when they come down, I advance. And if they advance, then I advance. And when they promote, I promote with check. Oh, wow. I knew it was going to be that. I can't take it because of their king. And again, if I come down, I think they're going to move their king down. And then I advance my pawn, and they're going to put me in check. And I move my king down. They're going to put me in check. Wherever I move my king, they're going to promote. So I think I have to go up. Oh, wow. Oh, that's probably going to be wrong. It was, but was my logic not unassailable? It was down then. It was down. Oh, but they made the mistake. They should have moved their king then. Of course, that's best. That's not right. Okay, we got that. We got that. We got to here. Okay, now this is my thing. When I moved here, yeah, king to h7 is what they should have played, but it says I'm still winning because I play here. But see, now they check me, and now I have to go up to stay winning. Okay, see, I thought I had to go down here. I mean, I thought if I went down here, okay, it's my fault. I didn't think I could have gone up here because now when they go forward, I go forward. And now if they promote, oh, they have to promote to a knight to block the check. Oh, it puts me in check and is able to block my coming check. So here I would play king to e5, it says, and then they get out of this, and then I promote. Wait, what? Okay, sorry. Okay, so I was wrong. If I go up here, I lose. So I have to go down here. But again, they didn't play their best move. This way makes it obvious. I knew that from the beginning. You heard me say it, that if they did that, I would just get in front of it, and then they can't catch my pawn. Okay, well, I don't have time to complain about this or even look at it anymore. Not sure I understand it, except that the one way I win and the other way I don't, I guess. As always, thank you for watching. If you have any tips or advice on how to get back in the right headspace after having a couple of pretty bad chess weeks. Sorry, I shouldn't say weeks. I did okay in the Chess.com Daily Chess Championship first round, but I was playing against a slew of lower rated opponents. But I've had at least a few days of pretty bad chess days. So if you have some advice about that, please let me know in the comments. I will appreciate it, and maybe someone else will too. I'll see you next time.